We're back again. Here we talking a little low. We outside today. Got PFL playoffs on. Back here. Want to make sure that this isn't too loud. So I'm gonna go here. Andre Harrison's coming up. That's what I gotta do like this a little bit. Still hear me? Perfect. Perfect, man. But yeah, man. PFL playoff. Gotta show love to PFL. They always been good. Good to watch. They count the strikes at the bottom. That shit's awesome. Apparently, Almeida initiated the grappling here with uh, amazing wrestler and Lance Palmer. So now he's taking a little bit of beating on the ground. 17 ground strikes to none. Palmer's up. This is a fight twice in one night type of thing as well. He would if he won this fight, he's got a fight in the semifinals, I guess they would call it. Uh, Later on in the night, maybe the co-main event or the main event, depending on which fight it is. Let's see. Here, dog out this motherfucker. Better not be in my backyard. Sounds like that was in my backyard. Just got quiet. Weird. Still on top. Fucking, what's this, like 4.5 minutes of ground control here for Lance Palmer? UFC Boston's coming up. UFC Boston's coming up. We got all our main card predictions here. The first fight being De'Aaron Wynn and Darren Stewart. De'Aaron Wynn just missed weight, came in at 188, I think. 188 point something, maybe. Gives up a lot of size and height. Great wrestler. Learned under DC. I think he'll be able to wrestle his way to a decision, so I got De'Aaron Wynn there. Who else? Macy Barber 7-0. Versus Jillian Robinson 7-2. Obvious underdog for Jillian Robinson. Everybody's picking Macy Barber. I like Robinson. If it goes to the ground, it'd be probably an early submission, I would say, if she can end up getting her to the ground early. That's what it's going to depend on, is if Macy Barber's able to stuff the takedowns, because she's got confidence that she can submit people. But I don't think that her jiu-jitsu background matches up with Jillian Robinson. That's just my opinion. As far as people they fought in jiu-jitsu they used in their fights. Let's see. So I got Jenny Robinson submission there. Next one is Lozon, who's 530. Hold on. Hello? Hello? But who was the next one? Joe Lozon, Jonathan Pierce. Lozon with, oh shit, Lance Palmer just knocked this guy out in the second round. Knocked him down and immediately started wrestling with him again. Dogs sound like they're fighting up here, man. Hear this shit? How close this shit sounds? Way more experience with Lozon. Pierce coming off the contender series really young. Not as much experience, hasn't fought as high level as Joe Lozon's fought. It's got Joe Lozon edging out a decision there. I think the next one's Greg Hardy versus Ben Sassoli. That's Greg Hardy, Ben Sassoli. Greg Hardy only lost to one fight to Alan Crowder. Then he beat Juan Adams most recently, and then somebody else. I forget who the other guy was. But he's got a couple wins. One loss, which was a DQ to Alan Crowder when he kneed him in the face while he was on the ground. Ben Sassoli also got his contract to the Contender Series. He didn't get it in the Contender Series because his fight ended in a no contest where he poked the guy in the eye. Guy couldn't see until about 3 minutes later when he got to that interview, and then he could see fine. But he couldn't see for that 5 minutes or whatever, and they had to stop the fight. But this guy, Sassoli, was beating him up for that whole fight until that fight was stopped. So he looked very impressive. Again, this is one of those things everybody's picking Hardy. I'm going opposite. I'm going to go Ben Sassoli. I've kind of seen 50-50 with Jeremy Stevens, Jair Rodriguez. But I go Jeremy Stevens. I think he learned a couple of things in those first couple of minutes of that first fight with Yair. He's gonna definitely still have more power, and he's just gonna be able to put up better defense for longer and try to put that power on him. And I think the longer you give a guy like Jeremy Stevens to put the power on you, that's the longer he has to finish the fight. So it's not really that good. Let's see. Next one would be, I got Jeremy Stevens there. Next one, main event, Chris Weidman and Dominic Reyes. A lot of people go with Reyes because of his power striking. Weidman coming up in a weight class. I think Weidman's always been a cardio guy and a wrestler. And this guy, Dominic Reyes, has never fought a wrestler. What the fuck, man? Never fought a wrestler. And without the weight cut, I can only imagine that Chris Weidman has more cardio now than he did before. Who fight Lance Palmer won that fight? I got Chris Weidman. I think his submission grappling game is going to be way too much for Reyes, who's never fought a fighter like that, and will be probably fighting the best version of Chris Weidman we've ever seen. But yeah, those are the UFC Boston picks. I'm pretty sure Lance Palmer just got himself a unanimous decision win there. He's got about Lance Palmer would be in the main event of the prelims, so he's got about 4 fights till he has to fight again, or 4 fights till he has to fight again. Exciting, man. I love these two fights. Even the whole tournament in one night. Gotta stand up for a second. Going back to the old days, that shit's great. Playoffs continue 10:30. Yeah, we might do 2 parts to the video, to be honest. Chris Wade coming up in the main card. Yeah, we're gonna be up late with this one, y'all. On a Thursday, PFL taking over. 94 out of 100 total strikes landed, 2 for 7 for Almeida. Jesus. 89 of Lance Palmer's 94 strikes landed coming off the ground. Dude was beating him up, man. Yeah, I think the next fight's a little bit better. I think if the next fight is Alex Gilpin and Andre Harrison, maybe? Is that the next fight that's up? I would think it would be. Yeah. I would think that'd be the next one. Alex Gilpin versus Harrison to see who fights in that main event there. Here we go, another wrestler. Andre Harrison. Lance Palmer's last loss was Andre Harrison in 2017. I mean, that's the type of fight that Lance Palmer fights. So he's a great ground and pound wrestler. Sick with it. Preseason basketball coming to an end here. Knicks going to the playoffs, I believe.
Yes, he didn't do as well as I'm sure he would like, but he never gave up. He never just packed it and just said, I'm down there, I'm not here. He kept fighting to get up, he kept fighting for submissions, he kept fighting the whole time. So it's definitely a game of tough guy. And I'm looking forward to it.
Give him all respect, but I got Andre Harrison now, man. And that means it's going to be Andre Harrison versus Lance Palmer later tonight. That was going to be sick. George Foreman's got pain relief cream now. His dad ass a dog out here running around. I think outside my gate, but like right outside my gate.
DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. We sold an iPad worth $505 for less than $24, a stand mixer for less than $20, a 4K television for under $2, a MacBook Pro for under $16, as well as a PlayStation 4 for under $16, and brand new cars for less than $900.
Brand new cars less than $900.
DealDash.com offers hundreds of auctions every day.
DealDash.com. I doubt it.
Everything must go.
Doubt it.
We offer a full 90-day money-back guarantee on
NFL's going on. I wonder what the score is to the damn. I got LaShawn McCoy on my fantasy team. Somebody please tell me he's got like 100 yards already. Be so tight.
Go to DealDash.com today and see how much you can save.
Let's see. Oh no, 0-6. They're losing, and I picked them. That's all time fucked up. They've only played defense so far. It's good. And they did get scored on, but still. Royce Freeman, I could have picked him up too. It's fucked up. Shit.
As your life grows,
Let's see where we're at. Hasn't did nothing. Not one thing. Oh, he hasn't played yet. They just took a long time. Put him in the game, coach. Let's get this. Let's get this, man. I need LaShawn McCoy on some points. Pass it to him. Get him in the end zone. Need that. Need that. Here we go. Both in the cage already, ready to go. No walkouts, but PFL sick with that, always being ready.
Undercard starts at 6:30 on ESPN Plus. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Eve Edwards, still to come on ESPN.
The time short.
Last year's lightweight champion and the #1 seed in the 2019 playoffs, Natan Schultz out of Brazil, the judoka, still undefeated in Professional Fighters League action. Here's our featherweight playoff bracket as it stands now. Palmer has booked his spots in the featherweight semifinal. The winner of this bout will face Mr. Palmer later on tonight. 2 5-minute rounds in this featherweight quarterfinal. Number 4, Alex Gilpin. Number 5, Andre.
It's a quarterfinal. It's 2 5-minute rounds. The second fight. Well, that's the first fight.
If you're coaching Dre the Bull, how does he get to
Weird.
the semifinal of this bout? Well, I think what you do is you go back to his last fight a little bit higher. Like you said, that was the first time he went to the corner, and he heard from his coaches some concern. And that concern made him come out.
It's confusing,
The
man.
next 2 rounds, he brought something wrong. That's the Andre Harrison we need to see in these 2 rounds.
Here we go, Harrison. Here we go.
Striker with good wrestling and trying to take Alex Gilpin out. Randy Gilpin started his season with a tough task, taking on Lance Palmer. But it was a technical submission. He choked out his opponent in the last one. He's got some very, very slick submissions. Submission, those front headlocks. He's got a very strong wrestling pedigree. Wrestled in Madison, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin for a little while. He felt like he was burned out from wrestling and walked into MMA to build that competitive void. So he's a very well-rounded opponent. He's going to have to let his hands go tonight against Andre Harrison.
Oh, is he?
Take a look at our tail of the tape in this featherweight quarterfinal presented by Case Russell. Leg reach advantage goes to Andre Harrison, but Gilpin enjoys a 2-inch reach advantage when they're talking about punches here. Harrison is 4 years the senior of Gilpin.
See if Harrison can work those kicks.
Start off another featherweight
Get on the inside, get some takedowns.
We continue the quarterfinal in the featherweight division. This is brought to you by Yugo. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler, standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall.
21 1-1 is Andre Harrison.
In 23 professional bouts,
God damn.
21 victories, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. He is the #5 seed, fighting out of Freeport, New York. Here is Andre the Bull Harrison. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is also a wrestler, standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall.
13-2 is Alex Gilpin. One of his losses coming by Lance Palmer. Plus 180 underdog though. Yankees up 1-0. Let's go.
He's equipped with our referee cam. Should the action call for it, you might see a look from his perspective inside the sport cage. Dre the Bull, Andre Harrison, Grayson Overthrow's Alex Gilpin in the green.
Yeah, the referee cam is sick.
We are underway in our second quarterfinal of featherweight action.
Straight kick from Harrison.
Yeah, Bean's a great name. I like his barber.
Let's go. Let's go.
Inside
Inside leg kick from Harrison.
from Andre Harrison. Just a body kick earlier.
Takedown attempts from Gilpin. Harrison giving him 2 right back-to-back right hands. Ooh, front kick again from Harrison. Oh, outside leg kick from Harrison. Harrison's beating him up on the stand-up bad. Inside, then followed by an outside leg kick from Harrison. Takedown attempt is stuffed. Body kick to the midsection again. 1-2. Oh, takedown attempt from Gilpin is stuffed again. Knees to the body, knees to the body. One knees from Harrison. Oh, takedown attempt successful by Alex Gilpin. Oh, shit. Finally got one. Harrison's back to his feet, trying to shake Gilpin off the top. Gilpin trying to fall into a guillotine choke. He might have it in there. Oh, shit. Gotta get out of that, Andre. There you go. Good, good. Harrison's in his guard now. Let's go, Andre. Let's go. Andre with the ground and pound and Gilpin's guard still. Right hands, right hands. Same way the Lance Palmer fight went. 15 out of 25 total strikes landed for Andre Harrison. 0 out of 4 for Gilpin. Gilpin is 1 for maybe 3 or 4 on takedowns, with one submission being very, very deep, but he lost it. Oh, nice. Standing there. The kick is caught by Gilpin. Takedown attempt is stuffed. Back up against the cage now. Oh, knee lands there for Gilpin. Good first round win for Andre Harrison. I have to go in a minute. I think this fight is only going to be 2 rounds, which is going to be weird. But if Alex Gilpin manages to win this round, it's 1-1. Who's going to win the fight? Interesting to see. And I think I heard that too. So the score of the last fight was like 20-18 or 20-17 and shit. What happens if they tie? Not sure. We're back on here. Oh, fake flying knee there from Gilpin. Knees in the clinch. Another takedown from Andre Harrison. Ground punches here, ground punches, ground punches. Oh shit, oh shit. Choke is locked in. Alex Gilpin's choke here is deep. He's got Andre. He's out. Oh man. Alex Gilpin just choked out Andre Harrison. And now Lance Palmer's already beat Alex Gilpin. Will fight Alex Gilpin in the main event of this prelims. Damn it, man. He got caught. He slid that in perfectly. Perfectly. Damn it, man. It's crazy. Alright, this didn't bump. Yo, everybody should come back here for tomorrow. I'm going to be recording inside on a very nice Sunday. An interview with Chuck Liddell. Everybody spread the word. Come back to the channel tomorrow. I think it should be like around 11 a.m., 12 p.m. possibly at the latest. So come back, interview with Chuck Liddell. We're out for now, man. Nothing going on. We might do something for the fights tomorrow. You never know. If not, we'll be back on Thursday. But until next time, we out.